Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of my live tea tasting. Today I'm going to go ahead and do a new one that I was supposed to do last week, but as you saw, my my plans got a little bit it got a little bit changed, so to speak, and I'm glad to see that I survived last week's experiment. Hey Jazzy, how's it going? Hey Ma, what's up? So yes, as you can see, I lived, I drank the bug poop, and I'm okay. At least well enough to do another one, the Melonberry green. This one I was supposed to do last week, but things don't always go as they're planned. Hey Becky, what's up? So I'm gonna go ahead and start the water real quick to get the party starting. Hey Michelle, how's it going? Oh, okay. So without further ado, pulling this up here, Melonberry green. I've been really excited about this because I love like the really fruity teas, and especially the ones that are like green teas as well. For some reason, I've always I lean more towards green fruit teas than any other one that's mixed. And this one, it's got all sorts of goodness in it. It's got watermelon, apple pieces, hibiscus, strawberry. What else? Did I get everything? Hibiscus. Yeah, I got everything, and of course green tea. So I'm really excited about this, and I can't wait to break this package open. So without further ado, because I don't want any more ado, go ahead and pull this up. Ooh, right away, like I didn't even open up the seal part, but right away, like the strawberry just wafts right up. Oh, that smells amazing. It's like a fruit gum. It's like, I think that it's gonna be one of those super sweet, fruity ones that something along the lines of citron green, but less on the citrus side, more on the berry, sweet watermelon fruit side. So let me pull this up real quick because the water seems like it's almost done. Hey Teresa, how's it going? Once again, since this is a green tea, I'm going to be steeping this at about 180 degrees rather than 212 for the regular black and herbal. Hey Monica, glad you could make it. I'm gonna steep this for about 2 to 3. Well, I'll probably go for 3 minutes because it's got a lot of fruit in it. So oversteeping may not be as big of a problem if it was just plain old green tea. Green tea, when you oversteep it. Hey Izzy, what's up? Hey Mickey, what's up? When you oversteep green tea, you get more of a bitter, grassy taste to it. But since this has so much fruit in it, like the fruit is really strong, I'm not so afraid of oversteeping this. So I'm just making the snap judgment based on what I smell and my gut instincts. So I'm going to go ahead and pour it out. The water's already done, so I'm going to pick that up in just a minute. But first I'm going to pour out some of the tea. And first impressions, right away it's a chunky tea. There's a lot of fruit chunks, a lot of herbs in there. It's kind of like so chunky that it's not. Greg, how's it going? It's not pouring out very easily. Like it's clumping up, and I happen to find that as a good sign because that means it's so much more flavor in it. There we go. I just had to shake it up a bit. Yep, there we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what it looks like. If I can, I always have problems getting a good, yeah, that's right, chunky is never that bad. Well, in some cases. I'm not going to go into that because it'll turn off your appetites. But I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what it looks like. As you can see, there's a lot of fruit in it. You can see the long. Hey, Kara. You can see the long cuts of the green tea leaf. So when it unfurls, you're going to get a good amount of green tea flavor. Hopefully, it's not going to overpower the fruit that's in there, but it's going to be a nice balance. There we go. So the water is ready. I'm going to go ahead and pour some in. Oh, I'm really excited about this. Oh, trying not to spill it because you guys know sometimes I get a little clumsy. There we go, perfect. Alright, so the timer is starting, and by timer I mean looking at the clock on my computer. Okay, it's 8:07 now, so at about I'm gonna go for 3, maybe 3.5 minutes. Because I feel safe about over steeping it just a slight bit so that I can get out more of the fruit flavor rather than the grassy. So once again, I pre-sweetened the pot with a little bit of stevia, just 2 packets. That's my go-to. Last week I didn't use stevia, as you guys know, because of the theme of the show. I was going with a bug tea, so I sweetened the bug poop tea with the bee vomit tea, and I mean not with the bee vomit, and it was amazing. So and you know I was a big fan. I think I would definitely drink it again if I ever had the chance. Rob, if you are watching this later on, you can hook me up again. I had no problem with that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take a look at this real quick. Leanna, how's it going? You never showed up to one of these before, have you? So I'm going to pull this up. This is an Adagio tea. For the past couple weeks I haven't done an Adagio because I've gotten like, well, no, I think I did an Adagio the tea before, but last week it wasn't. Okay, so this one has a moderate level of caffeine, so I'm not too worried about falling asleep tonight. But yeah, if you need a good pick me up in the evening, I always go with about a moderate to slight caffeine fix, depending on how caffeine affects you. Hey Nicole, how's it going? I'm glad you showed up. You know, every time you come in, it's another viewer, another like. Believe me, you can mute me if you want, but you can't do it at work. So let me see. 8:09. 2 minutes has passed already. I have one more until the big reveal. So this is, once again, I'm really excited about this. The flavor, well, the scent is starting to show up. See, look at it. My teapot is all the way over there, and I can smell it from here. The strawberry it's huge. It's like really, really fruity and sweet, and you know, I kind of just want to bite into it. It's that kind of flavor. It's very candy-like. So I think that this is going to be a really good experience. Okay, it's 8:10, so I'm going to go ahead and pull it out real quick. And it looks kind of like a salad. Once you pull out the tea itself. Oops, I forgot to get my little holster. There's always something. Just when I think I'm completely prepared. I didn't pick the strawberry, so you don't have to worry about that. It was picked for me. Thank you very much. It's a tea salad. Okay, I don't want to dribble too much of it. That's what she said, a tea salad? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show you what it looks like when it's wet. Now that's what she said. Now you can see there's a big difference between what it looked like before and what it looked like after. After it's opened, you can see the leaves are a lot bigger and they've unfurled quite a bit. The strawberries and the apple chunks, they look really, they look like they've expanded too. Of course, because when you add the water to it, it all soaks in. Wendy, welcome, welcome. After the dehydrated fruits get rehydrated, it's all going to expand, and that's going to pull out all the flavor. So I'm going to go ahead and put it. Okay, I'm still getting the hang of doing this one-handed. That's what he said. I'm going to. Hey, Brienne, how's it going? You made it. I'm gonna stir this up a little bit. Get the stevia mixed in really well. Ooh, right off the bat, the strawberry is really pronounced. The watermelon actually takes a little bit of a second place, but it's in there. You can definitely taste it. Annie, welcome. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour some of this out. Hopefully I'll get a good angle, because when I pour it, I want you to see what it looks like color-wise. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, depending on the lighting. I think I have a good lighting angle. We'll see in a moment. But here we go. Okay, so it's not a very colorful tea. It's really, really pale. As you can see, it's almost clear. I don't know how well it's coming out on the screen, but on this end, it's really, it's pale, almost yellow. So it's not a very strong green look. It's more pale, and I think that's due to the fruit inclusion rather than the predominance of the green tea. Yeah, it looks clear. It's not a very strong colored tea. The stronger colored teas, like last week, it wasn't even technically a black tea, but it was a black liquid. So I think that this is going to be a very sweet, very fruity tea for me, which I'm looking forward to it. So here we go. Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. This is amazing. It's very much like cereal. I've said that about the Citron Green, how it tastes kind of like Fruit Loops. Actually, no, I never did Citron Green on here, did I? No, that's just what I tell everybody. That when I recommend it, I say it tastes like Fruit Loops. This has that same kind of taste, not exactly Fruit Loops, but more on the strawberry watermelon kind. So it's kind of like a gum. Yeah, it's a berry melon mix. You don't need, yeah, that's it, Frankenberry. You don't need to add sugar. I always do anyway, just as habit. I like to sweeten it, and I feel that in most teas it brings out the tea flavor more. Hey Elsie, how's it going? I'm glad you could make it. So I'm gonna go ahead and have another sip because this is like irresistible. Yeah, this is the kind of tea that you can easily make iced. It's really, really sweet, really, yeah, that's okay. You know, it can actually, I think that it'll go well even without sugar, if you ask me. It's a really full flavor, for instance. I highly recommend this. This is amazing. Okay, so do you have any questions? I'm going to open up the floor for just a couple minutes while I take a little bit of a breather, because it's a little bit hot down here, and you can't see it yet, but I'm starting to pull up a little bit of a sweat. So I'm going to have to pull back a little bit. Honey, honey would actually be a good addition to it. Maybe even, well, no, you can't really say cream, because any dairy products, it would probably be like it'll curdle the milk. Why is everybody chatting with me now? Let me just sign off of this thing. Like, all day nobody bothers me, and now all of a sudden I get requests. Like, leave me alone, I'm doing something. But yeah, it would be okay with honey. Going as far as a treat to complement it, I would say I would go with sugary on this one. No cream in anything ever. If you ever had Earl Grey, that has to have cream. Because, Earl Grey, you guys know I'm not a huge fan. I can tolerate it well, but it's not my first choice. Although I do like some Earl Greys over others, like the Earl Grey Bravo is my favorite. That's the one that's got like a lot of orange in it. That helps. Still not my go-to tea, but it's a good enough. You like Earl Grey? Ooh, that hit me in the back of the throat. You heard that? It's like, you like Earl Grey, precious? No, no. You like Earl Grey with no cream? Then that's all you. I mean, it's definitely an acquired taste. I haven't quite acquired it yet. I'm trying. I feel like the more I get used to it, the braver I'll be trying new teas. Yes, it was absolutely your comment. It caught me off guard. It turned me into Golem for like half a second. Oh, that, what was it? So, that's like black coffee. You need stuff. Well, I mean, yeah, it's all to taste. The coffee has a much stronger taste than most teas. So, yeah, I would say that it could use a little bit of cream, a little bit of sugar, stuff like that. Munoz, how's it going? But I mean, it's all a matter of taste. And yes, I loved the poop tea. I absolutely loved it, but I don't like the Earl Grey. And it's all about it's all about taste. I mean, to each their own. I happen to have a strange taste. Not much, man. How's it going with you? I'm doing watermelon-berry, and this one, it's gonna be, it's really great. I'm gonna try this as an iced tea, probably next week or the week after, depending on how fast I go through my current stash. But yeah, it's some good stuff. Yes, so poop tea is tastier than the Earl Grey. That's my official statement. And I mean, yes, last week's poop tea was a really full flavor, and I can see why it's coveted so much, because it's got great health benefits. And it had this really full flavor, this really sweet black tea kind of pungency to it. I loved it. It was good stuff. And yes, I will save you some once I make it. But you have to come over. None of this waiting 3 weeks like the last time to taste what I made. Oh, as a matter of fact, I still have some caramel rooibos left. I have to finish off. I actually finished off the caramel rooibos dry tea at work today, so I'm gonna have to refill soon. I bought a caramel rooibos and I'm bringing to New York in a couple weeks for my mom. She's gonna love this. If you're still here, Ma, you're gonna love it. I promise. So now that it's cooling off, caramel rooibos. I think you got that before, didn't you? That's one of the ones that I recommended. Okay, have a great one. Have a great night. Now that the tea is cooling off, the sweeter end of it is coming out. Now the green tea portion of it was slight, but it was there. Now that it's cooling off, you taste more of the melon and the berry predominantly. So I think that makes a good addition. Oh, that's the one you just ordered. Oh, I thought that was part of the first batch. Yeah, that's one that you'll definitely want to make iced. It's great when it's hot, but it's so good when it's cold. So you just trust me on that. If you got the sample, use the entire sample and make about a liter or so. You will not go wrong. As a matter of fact, after I finish this cup, I still have some I'll pour out, but I'll show you what it looks like. And I mean, it's my go-to iced tea on a really hot day. Well, it's not quite empty now, but I'll still show you. Ah, okay, yeah. That was the one that I had recommended. Oh, why are you not coming out? It's being a little bit difficult, like a child that wants to show off in front of company. There we go. Yes, iced tea is the bomb. All right. Stop doing it. There we go. Do it with one hand. Okay, so as you can see, it's a really technically it's a red tea, and you can see it's a little bit red, but not so much because the caramel darkens it. So it's not going to be a very apparent red tea, but it's still amazing. I might do another iced tea with the caramel rooibos one. I can't promise that I'll have a pre-game like that time, but it's definitely worth doing it in front of you guys because, excuse me, got the hiccups, because it's something that I thoroughly enjoy drinking. Down the hatch. All right. I'm gonna pour out the rest of this because this sucker's good. It's gonna be slightly cooler now. There we go. Ooh, I'm starting to get a little bit of a sweat. I can't help it. Like this basement's a little bit hot, but you know, no complaints because I got my fan running. I'll turn up my fan. I'm always a little bit hesitant to do so because I never know if it's going to interfere with the with the audio. There we go. Can you guys still hear me? I don't want it to like blow into my microphone, and then you don't hear what I'm saying. I'm gonna assume so until you guys tell me no. But yeah. So I'm gonna open up the floor. Any questions? Any comments? Anything you want to ask? Maybe hot tea in the summer is not the best idea. Hot tea any day is the best idea. I may not be the the most comfortable, but at the end of it, I cool off really nice right before bed. So either way, it's a good experience. Oh, I'm starting to get a little bit stuffed. It's not as bad as last week. Last week I had 2 meals and and 2 cups of tea, so I was out of it. Today, I'm still good. Oh, I'm just gonna go back to the page there. Okay, so anyway, opening up again. Throw your questions at me. Come on. Would there be any health benefits? Yeah, absolutely. It's the same health benefits that you would get with the green teas. There's going to be benefits to the circulation, to digestion. Metabolism is a good... it boosts your metabolism. Your immunity, highly recommended. This is why you drink so much, and it cleans you out, essentially. Is this a seasonal tea? I'm not sure. I don't think so, but it came out recently. Like, I believe it's been less than a month. I don't know if it's seasonal, but if it is, I'm going to stock up. Because this is one that I want to drink again and again. Oh, I better slow down. Because you guys have seen when I really love a tea, I just keep drinking it and drinking it. But I gotta keep you guys entertained. Because if I run out of tea, that's it. I gotta pull the plug. But yeah, this is a really great summer tea. I mean, yeah, everybody loves watermelon and strawberry during the summer. So it's definitely the season for it. I'll have to ask if it's seasonal, though. I'm not too sure. The same time they came out with, what is it? Spicy cinnamon something? I forget the name of it. I actually bought that already. That's going to be next week's. Hot cinnamon spice. It came out at the same time, so it may not be seasonal, but we'll see. You probably can. I don't know the process of making a sorbet, but it's definitely got that taste where you would want to at least somehow include it. Maybe having a sorbet with it iced on the side. That's a good. I think that's a good idea. Oh, I'm like satisfied. You know, I'm satiated right in the stomach. This is the kind of tea that it'll put you to sleep slowly. It's not going to knock you out like that other tea that I had. I forgot what it was called. The Sunset Paradise, I think. The tea. No, it's nowhere near Dai Bai Chai. I think this is more because I drank so much of it and I'm full. But like this time, by the Dai Bai Chai, you would see the beads of sweat coming down my head. Yeah, I talked about the ingredients. I'll talk about it again because there's a few people who came in a little bit late. I'm not getting high on the tea again. I'm high on life. But let's see. This one has green tea, watermelon, strawberry, hibiscus. This is all going through my head. Apple pieces. Yeah, that's it. I realized all of that just by memory, and I think that's a testament to how much I like it, because the ingredients just hit me like that. Like, I can tell what I'm drinking, and I mean, that's next week sounds. What the next week is gonna be similar to Dai by Chai. It's quite possible. I had a sample of it at the store, and it was a good spice. It wasn't hot, but it was good. So I am not afraid of having that same experience as I did with the Dai by Chai. And I'm gonna wait a little while because I don't know if I told you guys, but I made its evil brother, chocolate death by chocolate chai, and that I'm gonna wait until like the fall into the winter to buy another blend, because that is gonna be it's probably gonna be like really on that same level. I used some of the same ingredients, and I mega packed it with spice. So, as much as I love the Dai by Chai, Death by Chocolate Chai is gonna be like, wow. But that's something I'm not gonna have to worry about. That's something for like November Mike to worry about. But this is July Mike, and July Mike says, he'll figure it out. So we'll go ahead and I might be able to finish it off now. I'm actually kind of looking forward to it. Okay. There's a wee bit left, so I'm gonna save that. No, Death. Yeah, Death by Chocolate Chai. You're gonna have to see the original Dai by Chai. That one everybody had a good time with, because I was suffering, and people love to watch me suffer. I never did tell you about that. The Dai by Chai that I made, it's a kick in the face. It really is. It starts off slow, but by about a cup, maybe a cup and a half, you are sweating, and my face turned red, and it was like the difference between night and day, but in a good way. Well, at least for me, because I love spicy, and it caught me by surprise. Like, I drank the first sip, and I was like, oh, this is nice. It's not too hot. It's I'm kind of disappointed, but it'll be good for people who can't handle spice. And boy, did it get me back. I underestimated it, and like, I know how Dr. Frankenstein felt when he was destroyed by his own monster. That's what it did to me. I was sitting there like, oh. It was bad. I'll send you I'll see if I can find the link to that one. But that was one of my favorites, and apparently it's stuck with everybody else because they're the ones who's bringing it up. Well, I will do it again, but I'll do it with the chocolate chai, Dai by Chai. I don't want to do too many reruns, because I'm not gonna strip. That requires a cover charge that everybody is too cheap to pay. So, but it was really. I'm going to definitely do another hot one, especially when it starts to get really cold over here, it's gonna be like, I'm gonna need it. As a matter of fact, I have a whole list of go-to chai teas that will turn me nuclear on a cold day. You'd like to try it to see if... yeah, I would recommend it, but you would have to make a big pot, like one of mine. The one that I have, it's about yay big. It makes about 2.5 cups, and when you finish drinking it, you're gonna feel it. So depending on your tolerance, there's a couple people who I tried to tempt into drinking it, and didn't go quite well. Some people tolerated it pretty well, but they just had 1 cup. If you drink a lot of it, it all culminates and it keeps you nice and toasty. And let me tell you, it was definitely a memorable experience. Okay, I think that this is going to be like the last sip. I blew through this really fast. And that's the same thing that happened last week. You saw how, as much as I loved that tea, I was drinking it really, really quickly. Oh, there's a little tea leaf in there. It's floating around. Down the hatch. It's not going to kill me. Ooh, I'm dribbling a little. I have drinking problems. I can't keep it all in my mouth. There we go. That's actually really refreshing. I think that I would like to try that with some peppermint. A little bit of peppermint, a little bit of the flavor of the not the flavor, that's what she said. that seems to be like tonight's theme. That's what she said. I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, peppermint. I think that it would go really well with some peppermint. But for that, I ran out of my 1 pound bag of peppermint tea. So next time I go, I'm gonna have to restock, specifically on the peppermint. Probably gonna restock on lemongrass as well. I have 2 of these and 1 more at work. They're gonna come in really handy. Now, I don't remember if I told you guys, but a couple weeks ago, I bought I went to a rummage sale that they had at the park around the corner, and I bought this little cabinet that I'm having Heidi. She's gonna like refinish it, make it into a little project, and this is something that she's doing. Hey, Mrs. Cheney, how's it going? She's going to refinish it, fix it up a little bit, and use it in her portfolio, because she's breaking into the furniture restoration business. So it turned out to be a project for her and a tea shelf for me, and I love it. I can't wait to stock it up. So I got 3 of those canisters down. I'm probably gonna buy more once I get the tea cabinet up, and I want to stock that with as much of those little canisters as I possibly can. And they're all like 4 ounces. They hold 4 ounces of tea. So yeah, these 3-ounce pouches should be fine. And my urn. You guys have seen my the picture of my tea, my what was it, the China, the tea canister from China. That's with the just the canister. Okay, I'll get the canister again. Let's 2 of these. This isn't my fancy one. I left the fancy one at work, That one, I have my expensive jasmine tea in it currently. And that's, I mean, I'm breaking it in well. Thanks. Okay, let me see. Oh yeah, I already finished it. No more tea. I'm done. Does anybody have any questions, comments, anything that you wanna add to it? Got my Batman shirt on. He's looking at me with disapproval, but I don't care, Batman. Batman is not amused. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. As usual, I'm going to put the link to it. Thanks! Got the thumbs up. Quick, hit the like button. Hit the like and share. I'm going to... you want my shirt? You can't handle the shirt. I'm going to leave the link to this tea on my video, so you guys can check it out, order it if you like. Yeah, I'm T-Man. I'm gonna put the link in there, and you know, if you guys are curious, you can order it at any time. It's even if it's seasonal, it's usually on the website all year round, so I wouldn't worry too much about it running out of stock. But if they do, they replenish it within by the next season anyway. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. Well, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for the night. Everybody have a good one, and I'll see you next week with the hot cinnamon spice. That one I'm really looking forward to. Now, I tasted a small sample of it, and it was really good. I have no idea what it smells like. Love you too, Ma. I have no idea what it smells like. I have no idea what it looks like when it's hot. When it's dry. So it'll be a brand new experience for me as much as it is for you guys. It's which one, the Melonberry or the cinnamon spice? I'm assuming the cinnamon spice. And yeah, that is. Well, I'm not gonna tell you what's in it. I'm gonna save that for next week. But yeah, it's definitely a chai tea, and I can't wait. I'm probably going to have to prepare myself because this wasn't even a spicy tea, and I'm already like feeling a little bit slightly sweaty. So I'm going to have to prepare. Maybe leave my freezer open or something. We'll see. And I'm going to have a special announcement to make next week. So be sure to tune in. And looking forward to it as always. That's it. So have a great weekend, you guys. And I'll see you later. Bye.